not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
This is episode 138 of the Not Your Man's podcast. We are out here. We are very
out here
in these podcasts.
Out here, man.
We had a solid week. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up with some of the stuff that they sent to us a minute ago. We're working on it. Don't worry. We've been getting killed this year, which is good, which means people still need honest reviews. But, we got a backlog, We know you.
A big backlog. Thank Johnny for that.
Oh yeah,
big backlog.
Facts. I've been working, and some dudes just it takes a while. We get a lot of reviews. Yeah, we literally.
That means that we're working.
Yeah,
that means that we're actually doing what we say we do.
Yeah, but don't feel free to just shoot me a message. Or just be like, yo. And if you message me, I'll just post it that day if you catch me early enough. If it's there, because we got a lot of stuff in the queue. Sometimes. Depends. If I like the person or not. If I don't post it, then I don't really care much for you.
If he don't post it right after you hit him up, you probably got a red stamp. Or he might just post it.
If it's a red stamp, I'm posting it. If it was green, they got to wait for it. They got to wait for that pat on the shoulder. But, it is what it is. But we started off the week pretty solid. The reviews came in for my project. Take Comfort in Your Friends, John D. Contradiction. So that was the first project that came in for the review. It dropped on Sunday. And shout out to Tragic One and Bad Seed for their reviews. Pretty solid reviews. I'm not mad at it. Bosa sent me one. Frank Bosa, who used to be on the team, he sent me one of his too. He sent me the best one, which is funny enough. But I mean, if he has a bias, he has a bias. But yeah, I mean, this is my COVID project. It was supposed to be like 13, 14 tracks. I cut a lot off of it because I wouldn't listen to a project that long. And yeah, I had a bunch of people help me out on this one. A bunch of people who I just rock with in general and people who I'm in contact with a lot. Like I talk to Season all the time. Red Eyes, I just always have to get on projects with me. Gemini's a dope dude. D-Medi's dope. He's always putting out music. One of my homeboys who I just reached back out to, who I knew back in the day from like 10th grade. He got on here and sang on there. Younghead Apollo, who's doing his thing, was on there. My brother was on this, which is wild. My brother.
How'd that feel?
Dude, one, I hate it because he pissed me off about it. But so my brother, he used to rap back in the day. And he's just all about that gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And, that's his era. I'm not mad at it. I listen to it too. Like, that's my shit too. But he just always used to give me a hard time. Like, when I first started rapping, after I was done with the hardcore stuff, he's just one of those people that, if it doesn't sound like him, he doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a weird dude. Like, he just loves Tupac and, needs to sound a certain way. And he would just, when I used to rap, when I first started rapping, I was taking it super serious, which strange enough, more serious than I do now. But I was really making a run for it. And I built a lot of my following off of it. He never wanted to get on a track with me. Anytime we would link up and I would have some dope beats. I had some beats from some known producers and I'm like, yo, let's get on something. And he just always had a problem with how I sounded. And he just didn't like the way I rapped. And I was like, that's fine. Cause he wanted me to rap about gangsta shit. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not, it's not me. That's not really my style. I like the backpacker shit and I like to rap about real shit, not little, hood stories of superheroes and Black Gokus and shit like that. So he always gave me a hard time and it was always difficult until finally, last year I produced a song for him and I released a song for him. And it was kind of getting him back in the studio. And then when I had him, in my home studio, I forced him to get on my project. And what's funny about it is, so I dropped this on Sunday because Sunday was my birthday, and he was giving me a hard time. So he's on the Generations song. So the way Generations is split up, Apollo goes first, and it's very upbeat, and Apollo's very new age. And then my brother comes in towards the middle. He's very golden era, very slow paced, but also a slight R&B-ish, very old school, 90s-ish. And I gave him the showcase. Yeah. Well, no, you're a little 2000. You're early 2000s. He's late.
Okay. I'm early 2000s.
Yeah,
R&B,
you're early 2000s. You're a cross between
era.
I said golden era, sir.
My bad.
But yeah, he got that part of the beat. I slowed it down. I gave him a showcase part because I was like, yo, I want him to have his own part to sound different than the song, change the tone and all that stuff. And then I was going to come on some very backpacking stuff. There's saxophones, kind of a mix of the generations. Because if you think about it, Apollo's from the new era. I'm from like, you know, like the 2000s, late 2000s, you know, 2000s and ahead era, but more of like the Kanye thing. And then my brother's very 90s. So it's 3 generations. And he just didn't like that his part was slow because he just wants like, oh, you guys get to rap fast. And like a big baby. He's just being a baby about it. And I'm like, bro, your part sounds the most different. And it's like showcasing you. Even though he's just talking all this crazy gangsta shit.
Honestly, like that's the best time to like really shine, because if you notice, like when Drake hops on a song,
it slows down.
Like certain songs will slow down for Drake. Where he got I could say the first time that I've actually seen it in action is the Chris Brown Deuces remix.
Yes. And
he has the only part that's different.
Yeah, and that
everybody else has the same beat.
That switches it up, because like if something was the same thing for all 3 verses, because that song is the longest song in this project, it's like 4 minutes. Then the song's kind of boring because it's the same shit. Yeah. So it's like, bro, you got the showcase. So long story short,
unless it's a small, like a short set song where it's like for instance, My All the Smoke. Even though I had like 4 people on it, it went by fast. Like we all, it was more like a cipher. Like we just got in and got out.
This was like 32 bars a pop.
Yeah, so it's more of like it's a more dragged out thing where you could actually have that. Yeah. All right, this is what we doing, and this is how we're gonna do it. And everybody has their parts. And I think that would have been dope if he would have took that middle part a little bit more serious.
Yeah, and he gave me
you could have just sent it to me, but I mean,
it was honestly, once I got the verse from him, I kept it. I was like, you don't get no. I was like pissed at him. I'm like, I'm taking this. I'm like, deal with it.
Right.
And
this is what you get.
So Sunday, my birthday hits. First person to text me is him. Yo, happy birthday. I still think my part should have been sped up. Like that was his text in the morning. So I woke up pissed. I was already furious.
Hey, way to start off your birthday.
Oh my God, bro. And there's 2 people in this world who can piss me off that quickly. My mom and my brother, and they are the masters of it. Like I'm a pretty calm and collective dude. I've left my rage days behind, but they can, one word. It's like one thing.
It's always the people that's closest to you. Yeah. I mean, my mom can set me off and it'd be 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like I wake up from a text from her. She'll text me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I see it at 6. My day is immediately ruined.
Oh my God.
Immediately.
Super rough. But yeah, that's my story of getting him on there. And then I had Dice spit a very positive verse that no one is pointing out as much.
Funny.
Nobody expected.
I'm like, no one's hyped about Dice spitting the most positive verse.
I think, well, my favorite record on there is the last one, the last record that's on there. I felt like he went out with a really good bang. Like the last track made it more of a replay value for me, where it was like, okay, but I already knew exactly where you was going. I saw your vision from, I want to say track 2, because track 1, I was still just trying to fill out what you was doing. Yeah. But by track 2, I kind of saw exactly what you was trying to create. By the last record, I'm like, all right, now I gotta run this back, because now I'm seeing it through a different set of eyes. The Dice record, what I liked about him being on it was, it wasn't, I was gonna get ready for the aggressive type style that he has, the nature that he has, and to see him a little bit more laid back, to see him a little bit more subdued, a little more controlled, like that wowed me. I think that showed me, it showed me his growth as an artist, but it also showed that, he could kind of like step out of his box and go to another artist's platform and still maintain himself, but still do his thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I was shocked by it because I sent it to him because I was like, this beat reminds me of yoga. I'm like, I made this beat and I was like in a very calm state, and I'm like, this is a yoga beat. And I sent it to him. I was like, I wonder what he's going to do with it. Just to test, because I like to test people's pens too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see. Right. So I'm like, yo, Dice, what do you think about this? I'm like, you think you could write to this? And he was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And I was like, all right, already I was hyped. And I sent, everyone got the benefit of hearing my verse first, because I wanted people to come after me. And he did his thing. And I was like genuinely shocked. I was like, oh, okay. All right, Dice, like, go ahead. But it was fun, man. I think I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder with this release, because my engineer, he keeps it a buck with me, which I appreciate. But the guy who mixed and masters this, my boy Grant, he was just telling me, he was like, yo, this is kind of a step back for you. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of was telling me, he wasn't feeling it as much and all this stuff. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? But this to me was like, I needed to document where I was at the beginning of quarantine as far as like in my production. And I wanted this to showcase like my progress from making beats compared to the last all me produced project. And I also like, I don't need to flex my pen, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Like, I know I can write. I know I, get crazy with it. So I wanted to flex more of the production. And, for him, he was like, for me, he said it was a step back, which I get because I've worked with like super established producers and shit like that. So it was a little discouraging. So it did make me lose a little bit of steam when putting this out because, it's always tough hearing someone from your team. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, sometimes you need these projects.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked the project.
Yeah.
But
Walko, you're coming in low, by the way.
Yeah, you're coming in mad low.
I don't know how the fuck to fix that.
There you go. A little bit better.
But yeah, I like the project. Could I have used a little bit more? Of course. I think that I don't think it was a step back. I think it was more of a I think it was just you being in place, not being complacent, but being in a place where you're comfortable enough to put out this project. And you need records like this. You need albums that's like this because this is a part of your growing process. Yeah. If you don't have a record where it's like you're coming out and you're displaying exactly what the moment is for you, then where is the growth going to come from? Yeah, exactly. There has to be some type of filler. Not saying that this is a filler album, but saying that there has to be some type of filler.
Yeah, you need that landmark. You need that placemat, like that thing that's going to tell you like this is where you were then. Which I'm cool with because like honestly, when he said that to me, because I put a lot into this and I was working on this for a hot minute, and then I had moments where I'd stop and then I'd jump back into it. So when I got that from him when he was doing the mixing and mastering, I went through it again and I was like, damn, oh, he's not feeling it. But then I started going through my new beats and the stuff that I've been making, like the new stuff. And I was like, he might be right. Like I am progressing because I'm always learning stuff every day. But I'm glad that I got this out, even though 7 tracks, I cut it down to 7. It was supposed to be 12 or 13. But I think 7 is solid because then I got those other stuff to play with because they all fit this theme. So when you hear those songs, you're going to be like, oh, they definitely takes from this. But it's good to have. Like I have a bunch under my belt right now that I can come like play around with for the year. And I'm super proud of this one. I'm proud of everything. And I do my due diligence. I get everybody in on it. I get a close friend of mine to do the art for me so they get their love. Everybody gets a piece. You know what I'm saying? I like to put everybody involved in who I work with. So that's always dope for me. Like that's accomplished as far as what I did with this. And now, now it's just like the marketing stage, but super solid. I mean, there was supposed to be a few more people who did the reviews for me because I like to get a couple of other heads on it, but hey, shout out to the 2 that did it, man. I look up to Bad Seed as like just the lyricist from New York. So him giving me a solid review and it not being like the killer rap that he does is solid. He's mad aggressive. And like hearing him show love like this, I'm like, all right, this is cool for me. His had me laughing. He was like, this is music you play when you're chilling with people who actually graduated high school. I thought that was pretty funny. Because I do be out here at these words. But hey, sure enough, just know I don't release the same type of stuff twice. So my next project is going to be rapidy rap and punchline heavy. So this is what I do.
That's a point I was going to try and make a minute ago when you couldn't hear me. Is that it's not necessarily that, like, not only you got to get it out of your system sometimes, but like, why is it okay if you're progressing constantly? I'm trying to figure out how to word this. If you're progressing constantly, then everything you release is going to be a step backwards because whatever you're making by the time that's done, you're already past it. So you can't let that get in your head because it's always whatever you're releasing now should be a step back from where you are now because the shit that you're making now is not been released yet.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes sense. Unless I just finished it and I'm like, I need this mix and master tonight so I can release this today.
Out now.
Right now. But, well,
that's not really your style considering you sit on your shit.
I have enough music for the next 2 to 3 years easily.
Still making more too.
Easily. Well, I used to have that much music until somebody destroyed my MacBook, but I ain't gonna say no names of Laura or look at her.
Get you a Dropbox, man. That's why I use Dropbox. All my stuff's in Dropbox.
But you know what it was? Everything was in. I was in the process of loading, uploading everything into my iCloud, so I had everything. But the thing is, it's like, we had just moved out here, and I was still, we still unpacking and everything like that, everything. So it really wasn't really on my mind. I didn't really care about the music too
It
much.
sounds like that you were lazy and you're blaming somebody else for it.
No. But this is the thing. Right? So I didn't really care about the music because I always feel like the music that you shit on, you can either recreate it or you can make better new music. Thanks, bro. Thanks. So I was more upset about the pictures. I had mad pictures. I had pictures of like baby pictures of my daughter and everything that I can't like sit here and ask my ex-wife for, like, because she will never send it to me. She don't send me pictures now. You think she's gonna send me baby pictures and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I was more upset about that. I was upset about losing all of those pictures and those moments that I've had with my daughter than anything else.
You gotta get on that early tip. See what I did.
Now
I made an email for my.
I'm putting everything away.
When my little man was born, when I was at the hospital, I made an email for him, and I send all his pictures to the email. So
that's dope.
So when he's old enough, and I have it in my Dropbox too. So when he's old enough, one, he has an email that's his name, but also, so then it's like solid. But he'll have all his memories, like, and stuff that for him. All the terrible stuff that, like, the awful photoshops I make of him just to like be a prick. All of it's in there.
Love that.
Well, hindsight is 2020, so
that's right. It is.
Facts, but anyways.
But I'm excited for this next album if it's rapidy rap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I always got to put out. I always follow.
Probably DoubleO singing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You got to get you have to do a smooth. You're up to a smooth release because your last one.
I'm up to a smooth. Yeah, my last one was all raps.
Yeah, your last one was raps.
So this one has to be.
Yo, let me know. Let me know you need something. I've been singing. I've been working on some singing. I'm out here.
Yo, bro. And I'm working on the beat that you just sent me. So I'll have that to you this week.
That's gonna be on a project by a known producer. So that's gonna be a good look for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm always with
that. But yeah, my next project will be very small. I mean, I already released the first single to it, so
yeah,
it's gonna be smooth.
Yeah, out here. So the next project that we did, this project is slowly like becoming my favorite project. I've been bumping this heavy. Walko, I feel like this is something you would love, but this is the Things We Can't Forgive by Slaine. This project slapped. Yeah,
I have something to say about this.
What?
My man sounds like if Vinny Paz and NF had a baby.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Literally that.
Right?
Literally
right?
That. Yeah.
That's like the perfect.
Like if Vinny Paz was NF's dad.
There it is.
Yo.
There it is.
It's fire. He raps, bro. And he had some features too. The Ill Bill feature, Snack the Ripper, who is Baby Mad Child. I don't care what anybody says. He's Baby Mad Child. Like Right Hook just coming. Like this project
Right Hook's on like three different tracks.
Yeah. This project slaps, bro. Like I rock with this project so heavy. Like one, it's mad unique. The production is just huge. It's everywhere and it sounds dope. He's rapping. He's got a dope voice. He sounds like, like a less raspy Vinny Paz. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like on some NF flow type stuff. It's just dope.
His inflections are kind of like NF, but his voice sounds like Vinny Paz.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick because it feels mad unique. It feels mad new. You know what I'm saying? Like feels different, but he's dope, man. He's dope. I remember the first project we reviewed for him was because Drake K was like, yo, you guys bumped Slaine. I'm like, I haven't heard that name in a minute. And I was like, I didn't know this is what he sounded like now. So shout out to Drake K in, Alaska. But this project slapped. Yeah, this project slapped. So this next project was Cole by Tayway. This is some new age stuff. This was all right. It was regular new. It was like a little bit. Yeah, it was new age.
It was a little better than what we heard from the new, but it was new age.
It was still new age, but it was just a little bit better. But not like that much better, just a little bit better. It's just clean. Honestly, if the mix is clean, it really doesn't go any further for me. Like if it's clean sounding new age, it's just that's where it stays. Nothing really said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just they're in Seven Land.
Yeah,
that's it. Exactly. They don't go anywhere else. Like I don't think they even can make it. Yeah, it's just Seven Land. Like this is Seven Land, and every other project that we probably gave a 7 this year sounds like this. But it's new age stuff. I mean, all the new age words that we all know, all the new age terminology, and I came from the mud raps.
That's just what I kept thinking the whole time I was listening to it. It was like it's just a lot of generic shit.
Yeah, like we've heard every single bit of it, but it is what it is. So this next project, Passion and Pain by DoubleO. So this dude, I like his reaction to it. He was like, "Yep, back in the lab," because he got the 3 out of 10. But What sucks about this project is he could make good music.
Mm-hmm.
If he, you know what I'm saying? If he put it together, like 90% of the time, it's like 50-50. 50% of the time he's doing the Dave East thing, where he's doing like, you know, he's rapping exactly the same way Dave East does, with the same tone on the new age stuff. And then the other half is like some weird auto-tune, singy slow songs, which honestly could have been saved by the engineer. You know what I'm saying?
9 times out of 10, that's what happens. Like,
yeah, like
it's
a lot of,
it's
yeah, a lot of times
like
the engineer
makes or breaks it.
Makes or breaks you, bro.
Yeah,
engineer
like,
can make it break.
He was saying stuff that was very regular, very normal, like normal to this genre, and the engineering just made it annoying. Like it was a little too much. If it was like dialed down, or if the engineer like just has that ear, that really good ear to like that radio quality ear, he could have made this project easily 7. Would have been so solid. It would have been solid, you know?
On it.
Yeah, so like there was like, because you know he can string together a flow. I mean, do we even consider the double time thing like a talent anymore, since everyone's doing it?
Not really.
I think there's definitely like a blueprint for it.
It's like the new, it's like the new chopping. Like when every like white rapper ever was like, I'm gonna rap fast, and like doing the Logic thing, like it's just that, like that's all everyone's doing. So this one for me, I was just like, bro, this is a lot of boring stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the production was clean. Like he had good production, he had good ideas, and like the rhythms and like harmonies would have been solid if the engineering was better.
I didn't like it, and I think
I
think a major part of it is probably the engineering.
It just didn't sound good.
Because I feel like, all right, so like how my engineer mixes me and everything, it's like, even if I'm not saying like a super dope line,
yeah,
the engineer can make it sound like it is a dope line. Like it's not a dope line. It could be something simple like, so shorty at the bar looking from afar, but the way the beat you chop it up just right, it just sound fire.
Yeah,
fire.
And it's like frequencies and stuff too. Like one thing that really caught me with this one was like everything sounded so bland that I didn't even want to understand what he was saying. Like the words were just mush because I was so bored. I was like, yo, this is so plain. Like, and it's crazy because like
you checking out.
Yeah, and that's what you learn like with the baby voice and the weird squishy noise raps. Like those frequencies at least catch your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like you could hate them or not, but like they're not boring. You know what I'm saying? Like they make you listen. And that's like there's a thing. To it, there's something to it that you're just like, oh, why am I focusing on this? It's like a certain frequency where your brain's just like, let me listen. But
because Lil Baby, he'll say something crazy every now and then. But I mean, other than that, he's just like, he's rapping some regular shit.
He's just flowing. Yeah, he's just flowing in a catchy and like annoying way.
It's just catchy and annoying. That's really what it is.
Yeah. And this was like more annoying. This like lacked a lot. And this, you know, he had a lot of the tools though. I feel like if this dude just get a good circle, get a good team, you know what I'm saying? Get like a good group of people who are going to be like, let's.
Judging by his response in the comments, I don't think he liked your review.
he was solid about it though. He was like, yo, back to the lab. Honestly, yo, you know what?
Was that
crazy?
Him or was he the one that said LOL?
No. Yo, no. LOL. We'll get to that one. LOL was someone that we.
Oh, okay, my bad. I jumped.
Yeah, no. This dude was like, yo, he was like, thanks for the review. Back to the lab. What's crazy is like, a lot of these dudes just need, and it's weird because a lot of people think it's biting because they don't understand the term biting or like copying. But like, if you are trying to accomplish a certain sound, you have to listen to that sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if this dude like had an honest ear, like for the Davey sounding tracks, if he listened to the Davey songs, you know, like that last Davies project with the singy shit, if he listened to it and made an honest comparison, like how do I get it to hit these frequencies? That's how you do it. That's how a lot of engineers do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these new age engineers can just pump out new age stuff because they're like, oh, this guy sounds like Lil Baby. They listen to every fucking Lil Baby song and they figure out every little bell and whistle. And then they're like, hey, rap like Lil Baby. And they master it just to that. And that's radio ready. You know what I'm saying? Realistically.
Yeah. Yo, can I just say that calling somebody No Frills Davies is like high key disrespectful because Davies is no frills Davies.
Yo, facts. Davies has moments, and I'm upset.
Nah, he has moments.
He has moments where he snaps, and I'm like, yes. But then he has moments where he just
shit.
Yeah, he just when he's on. Usually he snaps if he's on a track with someone like a killer.
Yeah.
Or you put not even. You put him on there with A Boogie and he does all right.
It depends.
I think my favorite song from him is the record with him and Chris Brown. I think it's only Chris Brown. Nah, but Chris Brown made that record, bro. He made that record, and Dave East came on mad smooth. Like I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I like when Dave East raps with anyone from Griselda. Like whenever he's on a track with like Benny.
Chris Brown. Now I want money like Chris Brown.
I want dance moves like Chris Brown.
That's a fact, man. I want to pull up to bitches and sing "Yo" like Chris Brown.
Just do a backflip on the spot,
right in front of her,
off the vert,
and catch her with a right hook.
And if I don't get pussy in 5.5 seconds after that,
return it.
I'm ugly. I'm returning everything. Like
my sneakers are creased. Something happened.
Something happened. Over for me. I give up on life at that point.
Facts. So another thing, just so people know, tomorrow I'm back on my streaming shit. I'm doing the Monday stream, so send those singles in, and then on Tuesday I'm reviewing this Project Alpha by this dude Exile. Oh, I get it. Exile. I'm like reading it like it was a regular word. I didn't catch it. I just got it. Because it's just XYLE. If he hyphenated it, I would have gotten it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm mad you just now get it.
Yo.
Like he probably thought he was mad clever too. Like, yo, somebody's gonna head this shit. This shit gonna be fire.
Because it's one word. I don't know why. I was just like, maybe his name's Kyle. I don't know why that was just coming to me, but like,
are you serious, Kyle?
Yeah, I was like, maybe this is like a new age way of putting Kyle, because you know how they like replace letters. But then if it would have had a hyphen, like X hyphens YLE, I would have been like Exile. But you know, all right, I get it. You got me.
Kyle,
I've been bamboozled. But anyways, so the next project, I want to talk about this one with Lou. I think Lou did this one. I don't know. There's no signature on it, so that's probably my bad. But this was Iykyk. If you know, you know, by VVG. I'm pretty sure
that was me.
This one.
Oh yeah,
so VVG we've reviewed for a minute, and he's pretty dope. Like he can rap, like he punches and does all sorts of stuff. But I do agree with what you said with this project. He there was some weird mixes on here. Some of the mixes were strange, and it's because he was doing a lot of touching on other beats.
And you know what? I wanted to like this so bad
because he can rap.
And that was my thing. Because he could rap. And that's why I really wanted. And he really sounded like he really captured that Dipset, D-Block, New York sound. You know, and that's all I was thinking about. Like this is classic D-Block type raps. This is type. You know, this is old school Dipset mixtapes. You know, this is Joel's "I Can't Feel My Face," Lil Wayne featuring. Like that's all I felt. But then it was just like everything was so uneven. The mixes was uneven. If the beat would be higher than his voice, or the beat would be too low, and it was just too uneven.
It felt and then what too much like a Dat Piff release. It felt like a mixtape, like a literally burned CD.
Yeah, like this should have been on SoundCloud. Like this really should have. I think if he would have spent a little bit more time with it and like actually got it properly mixed and mastered.
I was about to say that's another engineer, bro. Engineers matter.
It was on the engineer, and I think he thought I was hating because I looked at the comments and everything.
He's from LOL, and it's like.
Yeah, I was just like, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, like I really wanted to like this. Like I like his sound. I think he has a really dope voice. I think he has a really dope, unique, New York style. Like this is we're not getting this type of New York rap right now. Yeah. You know? So I liked it. I really did. Like I even went on his Instagram. I was looking through all this shit. I was trying to see all his old music. I'm like, yo, this dude he's nice. I really, really wanted to like this project, and I felt so let down because I didn't like this project. Yeah, it was lacking. It was definitely lacking for sure. And it's like, and if you're gonna
he can rap, and I love punchline.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at the fact that he had got a whole bunch of recreated beats. I'm actually cool with that. Like I think that's dope. You know, but I still think you should have still put your own spin on it. Whoever you get these beats from, who recreated these beats, it should have been with your own old school type of your kind of like when Chris Brown takes an old school beat.
It's the third time we mentioned Chris Brown today.
Song. I know I gotta
the third
Chris
time.
Brown is known for taking old, I don't even look. Anyways, when he takes the old school beats, he makes it his own. Like he puts in his own little style. You know, I mean, who else does that? Here we go. Listen. It's the truth though. If if you're gonna take these old school beats, you gotta make it your own. Like if you, I mean, not even old school. I can't say old school because some of them was newer school
if
beats.
You take any sort of beat,
you're taking any industry beat.
You good?
You have to make it your own.
You okay?
Yo, Johnny, put a mask on, bro. Put a mask on.
You okay? It's that booze, that drink,
that Rona, dog.
Put a mask on, bro.
She's dying over here.
Yeah, because you keep making fun of me and my Chris Brown.
I know. Is the harmonica? You okay, baby?
Voodoo.
There you go. You want some? I just finished.
You know my man's got some Creole in him.
Damn, man.
Gotta get you some water.
But yeah, I really wanted to like this out, man. VVG, if you listening, I mean, bro, get you a good engineer. That's it, bro. That's it, man. This album would have been probably an 8 or 9 on me.
Yeah, because he usually puts out really good quality stuff, and it's like, but yeah, a mix can make or break you. Honestly, a mix can make or break you. You know, and this is strike 2. This is the second project that could have been better, but the mix was like.
Yeah, man. So it was just all over the place.
Yeah. So this next project was long. This was the Veon project by S.H.A.D.O.W, but like spaced out like S.H.A.D.O.W. But yeah, this was long and it was solid for the most part. Like he got one of those big hefty voices that's dope, but he can rap too. But hefty. Sometimes the mix was like doing its own thing in volume. Here's another engineer one, and there was a lot of dope stuff in here, but there was a lot of like. There were some boring songs and then there was some weak songs sprinkled in here. And it's like, I guess that's what you get when you have 19 tracks. Cause like a lot of tracks were just weak, like very dulled versions of these. And then you had a lot of dope tracks, but it's like, if this was 13 tracks, probably would have all been solid. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, he just threw everything on here. And there was so many features. So that started to get really annoying because like, it got to the point so much where I started to not realize who the main dude was, like who his album, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, whose album is this? Because every song I heard features. And it's like, I don't know, this project's just a bit much. Like there was just too many features, too many songs, way too much. You lose interest. And it's like, it sucks too, because he has a dope voice and he can rap and a lot of the production was solid, but you just hit a point where it's like, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Yeah. Why am I here?
Yeah. And I overall like this project, but I like a solid chunk of this could have been taking off.
Yeah, I couldn't get through the whole project.
So exactly, it was like hard to get through, and I'm like trying to be fair. I'm like, yo, this was a solid project, but it was too much. There's just too much.
It's like throwing paint at the wall, trying to paint a whole room, but you just keep throwing paint at this one side of the wall.
With a tiny brush. And you're just like, you're never going to get through
the tiniest brush.
Yeah, you're just never going to get through it. And it's just like, it was brutal, bro. So,
like Tiny Death concerts, but for painters?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I had to.
I liked it. I'm not mad at it. So, the next project was Take Notes, the Take Notes EP by Notes 82. Notes is a green stamp monster on this page. He is never ranked under like an 8 on the page, I think. And he delivers again. He got some of the best production I've heard in a minute. Every release has super fire production, dope features,
solid,
everything. Yeah, this project was dope for a 5-piece. I loved it.
It slapped. And it's crazy because Dice took this one from me. I had it first. He ended up taking it from me, and I actually gave this one like a 9.2.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's either way, it's dope. I enjoyed the hell out of this. Only one I would say for Dice, but like I thought track 3 was also a fire, but I did like the feature a lot. But like this, I thought this whole project was dope.
I gave track 3 a fire. Yeah. I gave track 2 a diamond. That was my first diamond I ever gave, and I wasn't even able to give it out.
Nope, take it back.
Thanks to Dice.
2 slapped.
And I was gonna give it like a 9.5 and everything, but I think that it track Confession to the Plug, that one kind of like died down for me. Like I was so hype on the other tracks. By the time I got to track 5, it was kind of like that. I was a little let down from
and it's very it's unfulfilling as a closeout.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a good closeout for me
because like for how dope
that's the only reason why I gave it.
Like he needed to close out on 2. 2 should have been the closing.
Yeah,
track.
You gotta. Like this is you got to go out with a buzzer beater, man. You got to hit that 3.
Yeah,
you got to hit that buzzer beater. So this to me was just like, all right, I got a comfortable lead.
Yeah. But
I'm
this is, honestly, this is dope, though. Like,
coach.
this is quality. He's putting out quality raps. Like, he has yet to give us something weak. I hope his marketing, whatever he does, gets him further, because I know he's an older dude, but his music needs to get out there, because people need to hear rap like this, because people need to understand rap like this still exists.
Facts.
So this next project was Love or the Trap by Fleeion.
I couldn't get track past track 2.
It was boring.
I couldn't get track past track 2.
It had some wavy songs that were just like smooth, like background music. It never
talk about it.
Huh?
Yawn and talk.
I'm yawning talk. Yeah, because it never really like surpassed that. Like, it was just like, hey, this is wavy, boring, wavy, boring, wavy, boring. So I was like, this is literally like a 50-50 project. Like, half of it is a sleep fest, and half of it is just wavy. So I was like, all right, this is just like, all right, come on, bro. And it's crazy because like he's doing another Dave East impression, which is, I mean, I didn't realize Dave East had so many sons in the game, but
apparently,
yeah, he's doing it. But the one thing about this that really got to me, I've never heard a whole, like the entire project is in double time flow. The entire project, even the hooks, bro. Come on.
I didn't like it, bro. I didn't like it. Like I said, I couldn't get it past track 2.
Huh? What happened, Walko?
He said, Walko?
I said, I guess that's what people think the kids want.
Oh, the whole project? God.
Yeah, I couldn't get. It was just too much, bro. Like, it's too much words, and you're not really saying anything.
And he's not saying nothing, bro. Nothing. And then some of the auto tunes.
Double time. You ever notice with some of these double time cats that it's not even too many words; it's too many syllables of words that shouldn't have that many syllables.
What's weird is like sometimes I don't know how a lot of dudes like this do it, but it's like not even like complex words.
That's what I'm saying. They add syllables to words that shouldn't have that many syllables.
Weird. Oh, y'all up a song.
Like, how do you turn ops?
Yeah.
How do you turn ops into a 3-syllable word?
Yes. But yeah, man, I was like, yo, I'm over this project, man. I was just like, these are a lot of projects where I'm just like, bro, I'm ready for this to be over. So, oh man, I'm ready for lose your action on this. So the next project was Scary Hours 2 by Drake. I did not like this. I liked Lemon Pepper Freestyle because that was vintage Drake.
Straight.
But I thought that first opening track was ass. That beat was garbage, bro. Come on, bro. That beat was garbage. And then the Little Baby, that intro was trash. The rest of the song was solid, but that intro was so garbage. I thought I was having a stroke, bro. I'm like, what is Drake doing? Like, please tell me what he was doing. I get it, Drake. People say you don't rap fast sometimes and you want to do some mathematical raps, but that intro was not it, bro.
Tell me these weren't tell me this shit wasn't throwaways.
These were literally there. That's why I felt. You know what? What I liked about it was the fact that we're getting
that it was a Drake drop.
It was a Drake drop. That's what I liked about it.
If he would have,
what I didn't like about it,
Lemon Pepper, I would have been very good. I would have been solid.
Yeah, exactly. He could have dropped just a single.
Because we want Ross. We've been waiting for Ross for a minute.
Nah, bro. I you know what? I'll put it this way. Track 1. The reason why I liked it is because it's him on his quarantine shit.
Trash. Don't give him that. Don't give him an excuse.
No. The verses. I'm not gonna cap. The verses are trash. This is coming from a Drake fan. The verses are trash. This is not. I don't want to hear.
I'm a Drake fan, and I thought that first song was.
But the hook was fire, bro. Now if he just had that hook, I mean, he would have had like somebody else jump on it, like some other really good artist or whatever, just jump on it. He just did that hook, that hook, and he had somebody else come on it, bro. Good record,
again, I don't like that. I also thought the beat was garbage. I thought the beat was trash.
Yo, look, if Tory was riding this beat crazy, you're not saying.
But Tory would have brought it to life. But and the beat
with this hook, with all Drake had to do was the hook, get Tory on it. It would have been a hit. Yeah. It would have been a hit. What I like about Wants and Needs, I don't like Little Baby's verse. That's probably like the only verse I really.
You like that weird intro?
No. The intro. I felt like the intro. He was just like trying to like be smart. Like he was just trying to.
It was trash. That math rap shit. I was not here for it. I'm like, save that for let Logic have that.
his verse on there was fire. I liked his verse.
His verse once he kicked in was fire. Lil Baby wasn't bad. It just was okay. It was tolerable. But
Little Baby, it wasn't bad. It
was just tolerable. It was what you expected.
I was ready to change the song.
Yeah, I wasn't like impressed.
Lemon Pepper
Fire.
is
vintage Drake.
Lemon Pepper is Tuscan leather.
Yeah,
Drake.
Vintage
This
Drake,
is
and
Take
like
Care Drake.
Yeah, and he like
was,
snap because like when Ross like served up that very dope intro, I was like, this is nice. And then Drake went like off for like 2 minutes. I was like, this is what I'm talking
I love
about.
when he does that shit.
And I like I love when Drake does that. I like when Drake gets in his little bag and he gives us like a little 2 a.m. freestyle.
He does all his like little shady punches and his little gossip girl shit. I'm here for it.
All right, okay. Can we just talk about one thing real quick? And wants and needs. Was that a dig at Kanye?
I don't know.
Probably.
Knowing Drake, it might be.
I don't know if that was a dig at Kanye because somebody had said on Twitter, like, because I went on Twitter as soon as when you had texted me and said that it dropped or whatever. I went on Twitter, just to see what people were saying, and mad people kept saying, oh, like Drake was subbing Kanye, that Drake really did sleep with Kim K and stuff like that. Like that's why like he wouldn't. And I'm like,
he didn't. But
I don't know. Even if he did, that's not Drake's MO.
Yeah,
like Drake's MO has never been
Drake
to
always
be like.
takes
So even,
weird, but he always ever since that whole Pusha T thing and all that stuff, he's been taking shots at Ye.
But it's not the shots where he involves Kim K like that. Like in a way where he's saying that he did something with her. It's more in the shot where he's like talking about how he's chilling with the Kardashians and Kanye is kind of like on the out.
We'll see because once that divorce happens, if Drake and her end up together, we're gonna be taking back our words.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a
fact. I don't think that happened, but that'd be like a really weird story in hip hop because it's like Drake is now Kanye's his kid's step pops. Like after all these shots that Drake had took,
honestly,
like he's literally,
if Drake did that, that's a Jay-Z move. If Drake did that, that's a Jay-Z move because Drake apparently messed up like the sneaker deal thing. I think that's a Jay-Z move.
Yo, bro, that'd be crazy. What did Drake say on Sicko Mode? That 2 lefts and I'm at your house. 2 lefts, I'm at your house and I'm taking your kids for ice cream. Like, like yo, that's crazy. Yo, that if that's the case, Drake wins hands down. Yeah. There's nothing Pusha can say. There's nothing Kanye can say. Drake won. Yeah, Drake won.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. Hey, we'll see what happens with that. But I mean, for Drake to have this release, I hope he drops sooner. Because I know he postponed that Loverboy thing, but it's probably that like the leak was to see if people like the leak, and the leak has been getting bad bad press online. So I feel like this was like.
Did you listen to it yet?
Yeah, I like skimmed through it. I wasn't impressed.
I only what's crazy. I only like the ones where he's actually like doing the melodic, like the singing type shit. Like
songs,
I didn't
the smooth songs.
Yeah,
they were.
I didn't like the rap songs on there. Like I really didn't. I feel like he was just trying too much.
Yeah, they came off corny.
It was just you doing too much right now, bro. Like
so it's like I don't know, but I feel like that it's all heat checks. You know how he is. We'll see. So but anyway, so this next project was the Unlocked 1.5. This was Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats, like a reimagining of that first project.
Denzel Curry is a fucking beast.
He's wild. Some dude in the comments was like, "Oh, he's corny as hell," and I'm like, he does have corny tendencies, but I rock with him.
Nah, I like Denzel.
And I like Kenny Beats is dope because Kenny Beats is just making some weird shit. So I like how strange this project is, but I also like the features a lot. I think that the Joey Badass feature is solid, but I really enjoyed the Benny the Butcher feature. Benny the Butcher might as well have made this project his.
Benny the Butcher should have been a diamond, bro.
It was close. His verse alone was a diamond. His verse was fucking retarded.
That's what I'm saying. Just his verse. Just his verse should have been a diamond. Yeah. Just his verse.
Yeah, like Denzel seemed like just outclassed. Like, what do you do?
No, Denzel he felt like, you know what it looked like? It felt like you're playing, like you're a 6th grader in the gym with LeBron James. Like that's basically what it was. Yeah, it's like I can't compete.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I can't compete. I don't got to like Mike
crazy too, because like he gave, because like I like this project, but like that song, I turn it off after Benny's verse. Like, don't give Benny the first verse. don't let him intro your track because the song's over once his verse is done. The song's done.
The song was over.
Yeah,
the song was over. I did the same thing. I actually had to because I reran Benny's verse back probably 4 times.
Oh,
just the way that he was just in and out with the bars and
telling his stories.
It was real. Disgusting. It was real physician. I'm doing an all top C type work. Like he was going to work, and then I didn't even give Denzel airtime until I was second. I had to run it back at least 4 times, and then I gave Denzel airtime, and I'm just like, yo, Denzel, you're dumb for this. First of all, if I know you can out rap me, you're not going first, bro.
Yeah, fact. You're going dead last.
You're not. No, you're 9 times out of 10, if I let you go first, it means that 1, I respect your pen, and 2, I don't think you're that much better than me. When there's a huge gap, you're not going. You're not going
first. You're not going to steal.
Never go first.
Never.
Eminem would never go first.
That's what. Yeah, that's right. It's like imagine if M's verse in Forever. I want this shit forever, man. Imagine if his verse was first.
Bro,
song's over.
Song's over, bro. It's over.
Who's staying long enough to listen to Wayne's verse?
It's over. It's over, bro.
It's over. Nah, bro. No, that's Hove. Hove is another. Nah, nigga, you go second, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have you riddle my song with Twitter quotes and completely make my verse no one care about. Like, get out of here. I'm not letting Hove go first.
My verse is non-canon now. Thank you, Hove.
Yeah, like
not even in my universe.
Oh,
right? Like
it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, man.
But this project was solid. It had a lot of fun beats and all sorts of shit like that. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, I like Denzel because he's just weird, bro. He's just a weirdo.
He sounds like he's having fun. That's what I like. I like that he's just yelling sometimes. Sometimes he's not. He just do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, he just goes into the studio like, you know what? I feel like this is what I feel like doing.
Crazy
just does it. I love it.
Yeah, crazy energy. But and then the last project we did was the Full Hunted presents the Gang Affiliated. This is YG's like Padawans. It's Day Sulan and D3 Season and Tay 2 Time. Terrible.
No,
this shit was trash.
No, and you know what? I kind of like YG. Like kind of.
I like YG. I think YG's dope. But this was
I kind of like him, but this was
you can tell he did this as like a pity, like, oh, I guess I'm co-signing these guys, so let me just get on a few tracks. But like he barely he phoned it in, you know what I'm saying? Like he phoned it in on this one. I thought they sucked. I thought the chick was probably the best of the group and she wasn't even that great, and it just was boring. It was super boring, very uninspired, new age bullshit, and it was just weak, bro. It was like every song was a B-sides cut, and it was just like, the fuck is this? Like,
it's whack, bro.
Not everyone you co-sign's dope, bro. Like YG, be honest to them,
please.
Yeah, be honest to them, bro. Be honest to your kids, man. Don't let them do shit like that. It's just crazy. But and that's pretty much it, man. That's all the reviews we have for the week, man. We're gonna be back on our bullshit this week. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm going to be on Twitch Monday and Tuesday, streaming up some reviews live and talking shit, having a good time. But also for artists looking, since my project is out, I am in feature mode. So hit me up. I'm doing features. I did 2 today. I'm feeling it. I'm in a nice bag. Talk nice. But that's all I got, peoples.